Hey, how's it going everyone? This is OddJob here. In today's video, I'm going to give you some running commentary on episode 4 of Inside Star Citizen. So let's go ahead and get started.
But sometimes, you'd rather disable them and leave your options open. Preparing ships for the subsystem targeting of components.
Helping them with the damage.
So now every single thruster item which has its own health also has its own proxy. Well, basically when we're shooting the thing, these little health bars go down, which are also represented on the mesh. So each individual thruster can show me where it is, how much health it has, and I can see the damage transfer through that asset into others.
So this system right here is really going to set Star Citizen apart from a lot of other video games out there. Instead of just destroying the entire ship, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to disable ships. We can go ahead and salvage it, we can repair it, or we can tow it back to a station and then repair it there. So there's a lot of great options here. A couple of things to think about, and this is something that I encountered early in 3.5. If you have a ship with a lot of damaged thrusters only on one side, it actually makes it very difficult to actually land in any sort of platform. So it would be really nice to have tractor beam technology already in place. That way a damaged ship can actually just get close to that platform and then maybe have tractor beams kind of pull it in, or maybe use an Argo to pull it in, because it can be very frustrating to try to actually land on a platform when only half your thrusters are working. I actually tried that with one ship on Port Olisar, and it took me like at least 10 minutes to try to land. It would have been just way faster to abandon the ship and then just float down to Port Olisar and then just reclaim the ship. But overall it looks really cool. Can't wait to actually see that in game, and really being able to see disabled ships or derelict ships and then going out there and being able to salvage it, or even better, being able to repair it and then flying back home and then actually claiming it as your own ship. Is that something that's going to be possible when we actually get salvage? There's definitely going to be a lot of interesting things once this goes into the game.
So this is changing how the
Client is on. When we released Dark Marine, we really wanted to improve lag, or the perception of lag.
we're switching to being server authoritative.
Yeah, where I see you are is where you are.
When
you're
you-
no longer bunny hopping around.
And
And
that
when you
means-
turn on your cheats, the server is going to punish you.
So this system right here is important for PvP obviously, but it's going to be important for the entire Star Citizen universe, because what this allows the server to do is be the authoritative source. Cheating is going to happen, but when you have the server as the authoritative source, at least you have a source where you can control it and hopefully keep cheating to a minimal, because that's just going to be one of those big things once Star Citizen comes online. So this is definitely something we need in game, and really try to flush out the cheating system. It is going to be a key element once competition gets started. So that's PvP, that's orgs versus orgs, any type of reputation systems. All of this stuff is going to be affected by this system right here. So this is definitely really big, and hopefully they'll have a first implementation of that really soon.
You may have noticed this image of a new helmet with hologram imaging coming to subscribers in Q3 of this year. It's part of an initiative we're taking to revamp the subscriber program in general, starting with unique decorative items that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Also slated for Q3 is this Centurion-esque helmet, and to those of you that have been asking, both will be completely wearable by players.
Now, I am a subscriber myself, and I really do like the idea of them revamping the subscriber program. I would much rather have stuff in-game that I can use. Now, it's not going to give you a competitive advantage. They already said that in a different episode. The only thing that I'm really curious about is that when they're actually setting this up and they have, say, option A, B, and C, and they can go with A, B, or C, why isn't the subscribers allowed to choose either A, B, or C? Because we're the ones funding it. So if they can do either A, B, or C, they should just put it up to a vote to the subscribers, the people that are actually funding this, because we should have a say on what we actually want, especially if they already grouped it up and they can do one or the other, and they just have to decide which ones they want to do. As a subscribers, I would actually like to see that choice, and I would actually like to be able to vote on the choice. Now, anybody who isn't a subscriber, they shouldn't be allowed to vote on it. If you want to vote on it, then just go ahead and sign up for that month and you can vote on it. I think that's a fair way of looking at things, and I really hope that they ask for the feedback or give us the option of what packages that we can go with, because that would make the subscriber community feel like they're involved and feel like they have the say in the process.
Currently on the 890 jump, we're at the final art phase, the social hub of the ship. This is where you do all your entertaining. Then we go through to the dining area. This room
So I'm really looking forward to the 890 jump because it's going to be the first capital ship out there that isn't going to be a military ship or a fighting ship. This is going to be something more for the industry people, for the party people. So it's really going to be interesting to see how they're going to implement this and the type of gameplay that's going to be going with this type of ship. We know that it's going to be a luxury ship and it's going to be for hosting parties for big organizations. The thing that I really like the most about the 890 jump is right here, which is a meeting room. This is something that's super important, something that should have been in a 600i, because we definitely need meeting rooms. Because if you're talking about big CEOs coming onto these ships and making decisions or inviting other CEOs, they're going to want meeting rooms. They're going to want private rooms in which they can actually discuss million, billion, $1 trillion negotiations or contracts. And these types of negotiations would definitely tie into espionage, data running, data stealing, data hacking, all of that stuff. So we definitely need more rooms like this. We definitely need to know more information about info running, because the 890 jump is definitely going to be one of the ships that should be capable of doing all of this stuff. And another thing that we do know is that it should be a good command and control ships, and any type of command and control ship should have different places for meeting areas to be able to coordinate things, but also have the computer controls to be able to actually dictate and direct things. So hopefully all of that stuff is in there. The reason why I focus in on this stuff is that we know Star Citizen is going to be a G-rated game. So, you know, we have all of this party stuff in this luxury yacht, but we really can't do anything with it because it's a G-rated game. So when things like sex is off the table, which is kind of one of the most natural things in the whole wide world, but I digress a little bit, it kind of makes the luxury part of this yacht a little bit useless. We can run drugs, we can kill each other, but we can't talk about sex. It's one of the weirdest things about Star Citizen. So when they tell you you have a pool and a spa, a massage area, whatever, all I can think of is useless, 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 because we won't have any gameplay tied to that because it's a G-rated game. So when they actually show us areas like a bar area, meeting rooms, command and control, these are things that are going to be tied to gameplay, which is going to be more interesting to us because we can actually do stuff there. So hopefully more of the ship is actually going to be tied to gameplay than less, because again, G-rated game. Anyhow, that's all I've got this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Client to server actor networking rework means. Client to server actor, I almost got through it.